There's fire on the skyline where the daylight used to rise, and the news keeps spilling sorrow till it fills 1,000 eyes. Every headline feels like thunder, shaking windows in my chest, and the world keeps losing pieces that it never can replace. I hear children asking questions no child should ever say, while their parents hide the heartache just to make it through the day. Every street feels heavy with the weight of what we've lost, and the cost of all this anger is a price too high to cross. Oh, a little peace would save us all. Lift the weary where they fall. If we could hear each other through the noise that builds the wall, maybe love could arise and answer when we call. I've seen neighbors turn to strangers over lines they never drew, and the truth gets drowned in shouting till nobody sees what's true. Every promise feels uncertain when the world is spinning blind, and the blues sit on my shoulders like a shadow in my mind. But I've heard a choir whisper in the quiet after storms, singing hope into the ashes when the broken hearts are born. There's a healing in the silence when the anger starts to fade, and a light inside forgiveness where the better days are made. Oh, a little peace would save us all. Help the wounded stand up tall. If we could lay our burdens down and answer mercy's call, maybe love could rise and break the bitter fall. I believe there's still a moment when the world can learn to breathe, and the hatred starts to loosen, and the sorrow takes its lead. If we listen to the quiet where the heart begins to speak, we might find the strength we're missing in the places we feel weak. Oh, a little peace would save us all. Turn the darkness into dawn's first call. If we hold on to each other us and heal us after all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am all set up, flight path ready. Taking off from Santiago, Chile. Headed to Buenos Aires, Argentina. Flight time about 2.5 to 3 hours, somewhere in that range. Should be good. All right.
Santiago clears delivery. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Triifar to SAEZ. Ready to copy. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree is cleared to SAEZ Airport as filed. Runway 17 left. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 25010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 119.7. Squawk 5654. Clear to SAEZ as filed. Runway 17 left. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 25010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 119.7. Squawk 5654. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 122.2 when ready to taxi.
You have some exciting news. I just upgraded my game to the what they call it, the premium package. So I got like all the planes and a few extra airports and stuff like that.
Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Taxi to and hold short of runway 17 left via
So
taxiway Romeo.
I think my next stream I'm going to be flying
Hotel Kilo Tango Alpha. Contact tower on
something a little bit different.
when ready.
But this is my favorite plane so far. I really like it.
Taxi. Hold short runway 17 left via taxiway
It's a little bit slower than,
Hotel Kilo Tango
you know, like the CJ4 jet or something like that, but it gives me a chance to like see the scenery. I like looking around and stuff. Where a jet, you know, you're up at a higher altitude and you're going a little bit faster and you just don't get to see the sights as much. That's kind of why I like this plane.
ground. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Requesting pushback.
Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Pushback request accepted.
Ground. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Hope everyone's doing all right today.
Ground. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Requesting the end of pushback.
Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 Tree. Request to end pushback received.
Let's see, what is this airport called? I have it on a little sticky note here. Because it's in, like, Spanish, right? Now, I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, but it's the main Santiago airport, like, Arturo Marino Benitez International or something like that. I probably butchered the crap out of the name of that. The one in Buenos Aires, Argentina is probably impossible for me to even attempt at pronouncing. Zenzia International Ministrio something or other. I don't know. Oh shit. Yeah. So that's where I am and going to. What gate? I am at... It's a good question. I started at a pad. I'm right here. So I'm going to have to taxi around the airport and come down the taxiway over onto this side. I'm not exactly sure what spot they had that labeled as. Honestly, I didn't pay much attention. I should have spawned over here so I didn't have to wrap around. I didn't think that through, but actually no, I'm gonna have to taxi around and then down here, take off that way. So yeah. No, it's PS5 is cross-play with Xbox, so since it's console, all you guys can play together. But if you're on PC, it's its own kind of server base, which is, I hope they change that. But I think the reason why they have it that way is some of the marketplace items just aren't available on console as of yet. So, like, if somebody had a marketplace plane, you wouldn't be able to see it or see them flying around. So if they can get the markets to sync up and be in unison across PC and console, I would hope that maybe in the future they'll open that whole crossplay system up. Oh, you can't fly with somebody on Xbox? I thought you could. I thought console had crossplay and PC was kind of segregated. Am I wrong in that? Am I mistaken? I must be mistaken. Somebody told me that you could. I have a PS5, but I don't own this on PS5, so I mean I could. But I wouldn't have the ability to really stream it efficiently like this right here. So, which sucks because I know a lot of people actually play it on console, and I don't blame them. Maybe I should get it for console and just kind of have it as a mess around. Oh, really? Is that so? So Xbox and PC can play together? Now that sounds weird. You would think that if they're on a console, it shouldn't matter, right? I mean, there's no difference between the Xbox and the PlayStation system, theoretically. They have the same marketplace, but I know the PC marketplace is more robust, and I thought that was the reason why PC was kind of segregated onto its own servers, but what do I know, I guess. But you're on PS5, right? You say? Maybe I'll pick it up for PS5 and we can go for a flight one day. But I just spent $80 upgrading this. And I'm waiting for GTA 6 pre-order, which is going to set me back another like $100, so we'll see about that. I don't know if I want to spend another $70 for the same game on PS5. I mean, I could, but seems a bit much right now. I should. I could very well spend the money on it. If I get a lot of people that want me to play it on PS5, I can do that, I guess. Throw me some tips, ! Tip, and you can throw me some PayPal money to help fund my PlayStation 5 Microsoft Flight Simulator journey. Because I am not monetized. Maybe one day. Quite the taxi. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, I have thought about buying this on PS5 as well, because I don't use my PS5. I literally bought my PS5 like 2 years ago, and I've hardly even turned it on. I specifically bought it for GTA 6, but then they've delayed it like 3 times. So just been sitting there, and it still won't be out until November, so probably buy something for it, right? Excessive taxi speed. I know, because I'm trying to go fast. And I'm not in career mode, so you can't penalize me, game. This isn't the longest taxi route I've had to take, though. If you're into these long flights, hit that like, subscribe. I'm trying to do a lot more like longer kind of full flight content. And if you would rather see me like do the flight planning and stuff as well and start a little bit earlier instead of like right at takeoff like this, I can do that. But now I gotta back to clearances.
Santiago Tower. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 tree runway 17 left range departure. IFR to SAEZ.
Cleared for takeoff runway 17 left.
Okay.
Clear for takeoff runway 17 left. Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 tree.
This is a weird runway. No, I do not have Roblox. I always thought Roblox was for children and adults that like children. I don't know. But whatever. I haven't played it, so what do I know? I've been a PC gamer for quite a while. I don't even know, like, is Roblox is a PC game, not just console. I shouldn't assume that. There's a flight game in Roblox, huh? I did not know that. Did not know that. I was looking at ship simulators earlier today. I have one, but it was made in 2010 and is not supported on Windows 11. So I don't know. Here we go. We'll give it the beans. Roblox is a free game, isn't it? Do I want to join your Discord? What's in your Discord? Explain what your Discord is. Because I have my own Discord with a bunch of flight sim people and stuff like that.
Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 tree contact Santiago Center on 119.7. Good day.
Yeah, my Discord.
Hotel Alpha 621 tree. Please acknowledge.
Oh my gosh. The link to my Discord is
119.7.
in my
Alpha 621 tree.
main YouTube profile info thing, like right at the top of my channel. It under or where my name is, there should be a link there for my Discord. Yeah, if you want to jump in there, you can announce your streams. We try and all, jump into each other's streams and chat and hang out. There's a couple other games that we have dabbled in, and on Sundays we play Farm Simulator. We don't always stream it, but we do that. So if you want to jump in there, if you also have a Discord and want some people to join you, you can put the link in there.
Santiago Center, Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 tree is at 5,000 climbing 10,000.
Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 tree. Santiago Center, QNH 1012. Radar contact continue.
Very mountainous region. Let's see what's going on over here. There you go. Welcome to the Discord. Fly me out there, YouTube. Go check them out if you haven't. Welcome, welcome. Where do you reside in the world? Fly me.
Hazard Hotel Alpha 621 tree. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250.
Where are you from?
Hotel Alpha 621 tree.
Where do you reside in the world? Where do you rest your weary bones? Wow, look at these mountains. Pretty cool. Gonna have to... USA? Nice. What state? Actually 22. We want to increase that a little bit. These tall mountains. I reside in Utah, so there's a couple people in my Discord that are from right around the same area. There's one in Colorado, one kind of in the bottom part of Idaho, top of Utah. There's a couple out on the East Coast. We generally like to know where people are located so we can coordinate fly times and stuff like that. There's some wild mountains. I don't know why, but I didn't think they were this tall, you know? I don't know why. Naive, I guess. Oh, look at the layers in the mountains over there. That's cool looking. You have to get up over that mountain. Tall mountain. I understand. Hola. Hola. I don't know Spanish. What you saying? It's so funny. Ooh, my bad. Um, I'm trying to understand what you're saying here in Spanish. Trying to decipher because I don't know Spanish. So something about Barcelona. What's going on? I hope I can get over this mountain. This is pretty tall. I should just barely clear that. This could be a disaster. Snowy. Really nice looking. Oh, is that what you're saying? Thank you for translating. I appreciate it. Greetings from Barcelona. You're from Chile. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I saw Barcelona and I could decipher Chile out of that, but I didn't want to make assumptions. How's the weather down in Chile at the moment? I changed the time of day because it was starting to get dark, as far as I understand where you're at, and I wanted to see things a little bit clearer. So
72.1. Hazard Hotel Hotel Alpha 621 tree. Mendoza Center, Hazard Hotel Hotel Alpha 621 tree is at flight level 225, climbing flight level 250.
Hazard Hotel Hotel Alpha 621 tree. Mendoza Center, radar contact, continue to RSIT.
Wow, I cleared that mountain. Woo! I was getting worried. That's a tall ass mountain. That peak right there, that's gnarly. You're welcome, my friend. I'm trying to do some long flights. So if you're into that, hit that subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Trying to see parts of the world that I've never seen or been to. My last stream, I was over in Europe. I flew from it was like Spain to Africa somewhere. It was a pretty interesting flight, but that one was at night and we couldn't see anything. It was kind of uneventful and kind of boring.
Hazard Hotel Hotel Alpha 621 tree. Please expedite your climb flight level 250.
Okay. 250. I'm on it. Not in a rush to get to 250, but you'll get there. Wow, that mountain range is wild. Just kind of disappears into a valley. That's cool. Very nice. If y'all want some music, I can put some music on. I'll leave it up to chat. I know some people like it, some don't. But I've made a bunch of music with Suno AI for flying music. If you want some tunage, just let me know. I will turn it on for you. Look at the river valleys coming down. That's nice looking. All this water. I wonder if this city down here gets a lot of floods from this mountain range. What is this place? Gonna tell me? What is this place? Anybody know? I could probably turn on Bush Talk and it would tell me. You want me to do that? I can do that as well. Kenny, how goes it, buddy? You're not playing your game today? No streams? You finished it. I was watching you yesterday and it seemed like you had a whole bunch left to do. You were just finished that big invader battle. And last I saw, you were recruited to be a commander or something like that, and you were wandering around looking for all the people that were supposed to be under you. And then I had to step out. I probably should have said something as I left, but something came up quick and I had to just go. But it looked like, stuff was about to pop off. I mean, when you become a commander of a bunch of people, I think something serious is about to go down. Oh, so you became a commander and then you had like a big battle to do? I see. 250 hours. That's a long game. A lot of content to go through, I guess, huh? Are you gonna do another playthrough? Or are you gonna start doing, Oh, I was about to say, you're gonna start doing Red Dead now? That one's gonna take you a while, I promise. I love that game, it's so fun. I would recommend a couple mods. So if you install Vortex and have the mod so you can call your horse from any distance, it's extremely helpful. I would highly recommend you do that. There's a couple points you might get stranded out in the wilderness and you're too far from the horse and it takes you like 30-40 minutes to walk or run, kind of like you saw me have to do that one day. Are you going to stream Red Dead or are you just going to play it? Nice. I'll have to catch those streams as you do them. Good stuff. Are you going to start streaming it today or is that like a tomorrow thing or a later tonight? Some lovely scenery. Yeah, it's kind of a large game to download too. I think it's like 70 gig? 75 gig? Am I right? I think it's something like that. Well, unfortunately, Kenny's, there's not much I can do about that. If I had a better upload speed, I'll give you an extra 1,000 in bit rate, but that's not gonna do any good. 'Cause I'm still limited by kind of my internet, and then well, and I can't turn my graphics down any lower. Otherwise, it looks like hot garbage. I know I had to, because you complained about my shadows, so I fixed those, and then that just makes other problems. And if I decrease some other settings, it just all falls apart and it looks like crap. Looks like I'm playing a PS2 game. So, but I'm not dropping any frames. Well, actually, I take that back. I lost 7 due to rendering lag and 3 due encoding lag, but I haven't dropped any frames, which doesn't make sense. I've missed and skipped, but they're not dropped. I don't know how they calculate that. That doesn't make any sense. I think those were from a while ago, like from takeoff or something like that. And it could also be the fact that some of my bandwidth is being used right now by my wife streaming YouTube. I don't know. It seems like sometimes I get these like little bits of like lower quality whenever they start a video or they're doing something on YouTube or they, could just be imagining that. Again, if you all want some music, I can play some music. I've got a bunch of music I can play. Some don't like it, so I leave it up to chat. Trying to find the setting that I put in OBS for. Oh, I remember the exact name of it. Called like, oh, what was it? About how it fluctuates the bit rate automatically. But I don't know if I can change that midstream, if I can find it. Well, the only thing I really changed was I enabled what I had just mentioned, the automatically adjust bit rate or something like that. I can't find the setting in here. Hold on, let me. Dynamic bitrate functionality. Output. On this page, but maybe it's something that shows up if I'm not live, you know? I'll check it. It could just be that. 'Cause it's the only thing that I've really messed with. A lot of people say that dynamically changing bitrate helps, but maybe not. My lord. Never give your email to PetSmart. Throwing that out there, everybody. They'll sell it to everybody, including your dog. I get so much junk email now, it's crazy. I just wanted to save 20% on my purchase. Hold on, folks. I'll be right back. Okay. My apologies. Hope everybody's doing all right out there in time and space. I'm going to listen to some music. You're not going to be able to hear it, so don't worry. But if you catch me, you know, bobbing my head in the game or something, that explains. Wow. What is going on? What? What? I guarantee you that dynamic bit rate is what is killing me right now. I look over and it was at like 100 red barred. I don't like that. That's terrible. Here, I'll let y'all hear some music.
like a rhythm section doing
Thank you, Suno AI.
fuel truck humming bass notes, tires tapping the ground. This airport's got a heartbeat, man, it's a swinging sound. Checklist snapping like a snare drum hitting tight. Co-pilot grin says, "Cat, it's gonna be a perfect flight." I slide my hand on the throttle, feel that engine purr. And when those props start spinning, oh, the whole world stirs. Taxi lights shimmer like a trumpet's golden flare. Tower clears us onward, time to take it there. We got brass in the blue tonight. Big band thunder as we take our flight.
Yeah, I have it pretty low.
Like a curtain on cue.
I'll turn it up a little bit for you.
Oh, we're flying, flying with the brass and the blue. Climbing steady through the layers, watch the city shrink small. Autopilot's tapping rhythms on the panel and wall. Sunrise paints the cockpit in a warm sax glow, and the sky becomes a ballroom where the jet streams flow. Passengers dreaming while the engines croon, but up here we're swinging to a different tune. Every waypoint's hitting like a chord in time, and the radio chatter's got a jazzy rhyme. Altitude's rising like a trombone slide. Smooth as silk as we settle in the ride. We got brass in the blue tonight. Big band thunder as we take our flight.
How's that?
Clouds part wide like a curtain on cue. Oh, we're flying, flying with the brass and the blue. Give me that baritone rumble when the engines roar. Let the hi-hat shimmer as we climb some more. Let the trumpets punch when we bank left wide, and the upright bass walk us through the glide. There's a rhythm in the roll, a melody in the turn, a harmony in every lesson pilots learn. From the crosswind landings to the long red eye, jazz lives forever in
20?
the open
Okay.
sky. Storm front brewing off the starboard side, lightning flashing like a spotlight in stride, but we're cool in the pocket, keeping tempo tight, riding through
Okay,
the
it can be
like a
heard.
band
Okay.
in the night. ATC calls in with a reroute swing. We improvise smooth, that's a pilot thing. Turn left to 7, climb and maintain. We dance through the turbulence like it's part of the refrain. We got brass in the blue tonight. Big band thunder as we take our flight.
Now, just a heads up, there's quite a variation of music. So there's stuff like this.
Oh, we're flying, flying.
There's some stuff that's kind of like
So when the runway
BB King. There's some stuff that's like Stevie Ray Vaughan, if you're familiar with who that is. There's some stuff that's kind of like Journey, kind of all mixed in randomly.
carrying them through.
There's some kind of what would you call, like house music, or it's I guess it'd be house. Like this one.
Everything cuts. Running down freight on the mountain skyline. Cold air bites as the ramp lights fade. Morning frost clings to the metal blade. Sun peaks over the ridge like a burning crown, painting gold on the wings as the world wakes down. In the log arch shimmer in the quiet chill, guitar harmonics ring on the distant hill. Boom bap drums stomp chain pumping with the sunrise breath. Gate and snare cracking through the mountain depth. Brass stabs flare like a warning sign. Choir hits bloom in a golden line. I'm running on freight over the ridge, through the shadows where the cold winds bridge. From the valley floor to the snowy spine, I'm the morning hauler on the airline line, with the breakbeat soul and the retro mind. I'm flying every low to the peaks of line.
I really need to turn off the automatic bitrate fluctuation. I think that's my problem. I can't do it while live. It's driving me nuts. Some days it's not a problem, but today it's all over the damn place. So my apologies.
Breathing with the steady flow, gated snare slicing through the bright halo. Storm front shadows creeping in slow, but I'm locked in rhythm with the winds that blow. I'm running dawn freight over the ridge, through the shadows where the cold winds bridge. From the valley floor to the snowy spine, I'm the morning hauler on the airline line, with a breakbeat soul and a retro mind. I'm flying every low to the peaks of line.
Almost halfway.
Swell like heat rising off the ground. Ops climb higher with the shimmering sound. Storm clouds pop with the radiant glow. Choir hits thunder in the golden show. The beat returns slow, then slams full force. Side chain pumping like a heartbeat reborn. Crossing ridge lines painted in morning fire. Cargo humming steady like a steel string choir. Radio chatter with the warm day tone. But up here, man, I'm in the world of my own. Storm edges curl with the silver rim. Sunlight slicing through the shadows dim. I ride the line with the bright meets gray. A daylight pilot in the heat of day. Country roots in the neon frame. Retro dreams where the sunlight came. Flying every mile with the purpose defined. Running dawn freight on the mountain line. I'm running dawn freight over the ridge, through the shadows where the cold winds bridge. From the valley floor to the snowy spine, I'm the morning hauler on the airline line, with the sub-bass glide and a breakbeat mind. I'm hauling every dream to the peaks of line. Yeah, I'm flying every mile with the purpose defined. Running dawn freight on the mountain skyline.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. Tonight's flight's got a little more danger than usual. Well, the runway's glowing under neon rain, engines humming like a runaway train. There's a wild-eyed pilot with a crooked grin, name of hazardous FLT, and he's ready to spin. Trumpets blaring, tower says steady now please, but he's barrel rolling through the clouds with ease. Coffee in one hand, throttle in the other, flying that bird like he stole it from his brother. And the radar man cries, good heavens above. But hazardous just laughs, now this is what I love. Swing low, hazardous FLT,
This looks a lot different than I thought it would.
When the left wing dips, champagne jumping from their fingertips. Flight attendant shouting, everybody sit. But hazardous just says, oh, this ain't nothing yet. Through the thunderheads and the lightning flash, that silver bird goes tearing past. Tailwind howling like a jungle cat. Band keeps swinging and that's that. Oh, he dances through the turbulence like Fred Astaire with aviator shades. The sky's his ballroom, and every storm cloud sways. Swing high, hazardous FLT, jazz in the cockpit at 33. Brass section roaring like a cyclone spin. Every heartbeat syncopated from the tail to the fin. Hey, hey, let the whole world know there ain't a pilot smoother on the radio. When the moon shines gold and the runway's bright, hazardous FLT keeps flying through the night. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-da! Tower to hazardous FLT. You are absolutely cleared to swing.
Ah, Stevie Ray Vaughan style. Here we go.
Well, you ever meet a man too mean for the ground? They called him hazardous FLT. And Lord,
Any Stevie Ray Vaughan fans out there?
back down.
Legend guitar player.
Tower beacon flashing through the rain. Runway shivering on the midnight strain. Coffee gone cold in the dispatch room. Everybody whispering doom and gloom. But he walked in slow with a leather flight bag. Dust on his boots and a shoulder drag. Said, fuel her up, boys, don't waste my time. Storms like this make a man feel alive. He had a silver Zippo and 1,000-yard stare. A scar on his jaw and oil in his hair. Mechanics crossed themselves when he climbed aboard. Like they seen the devil wearing Air Force clothes. Hazardous FLT, flying low and flying mean. Steel-eyed rider in a turbine dream. Hazardous FLT, when the whole damn world says turn around, he lifts them wheels right off the ground, laughing through the lightning sting. Hazardous FLT. Now the weather map looked bloodshot black with the screaming crosswind front attack. Static crackle through the radio line, sounded like ghosts crying through the pines. Control tower hollered, you can't get through. He said, watch me dance with the devil for two. Pushed them throttles hard enough to shake the night. Sent the jet climbing straight into the fight. Clouds rolled over like an ocean grave, but hazardous rode every wicked wave. Coffee cup rattling on the dash, lightning hitting close in a blinding flash. He just grinned wide and held a steady. Said, a good pilot dies born ready. Hazardous FLT, king of the kerosene dream, got the heavens rattling at the seams. Hazardous FLT, with a black smoke halo and a fearless grin. Every bad decision pulls him in, flying harder than a fever
and the tail have gone. Folks down south still talk about how we landed blind in a water spout. Children pressed to the window panes, watching that ghost bird fight the rain. He loved cheap whiskey and late night bars, little roadside joints and broken hearts. But he loved
Come on, co-pilot. Get into it. Yeah. Let's go.
Love ain't built for men like me. I belong to storms and machinery. Now somewhere north of Abilene, he disappeared from the radar screen. No mayday call, no farewell prayer, just silence hanging in the air. Search crews hunted 7 long days through canyon winds and thunder haze. Then a farmer swore at dawn's first light he saw a silver jet cut through the night, low and loud with the engines aflame, and hazardous still at the range. Now truck stop singers tell the tale of a phantom bird. In the midnight gale you hear her engines when the sky turns green. That's hazardous FLT. Pilots knock twice before takeoff rolls. Oh, superstition saved their souls, and every rookie learns his name like a prayer against the rain. Cause when the crosswinds howl too hard and fear starts pounding in your heart, you can almost hear that wild man say, push it forward, boys, don't drift away. Hazardous FLT, flying wild and flying free, a lone blue flame in the midnight steam. Hazardous FLT, he rides a storm where angels drown, never staying long enough to touch down, still burning through eternity. Hazardous FLT. Hazardous FLT. Lord, if heaven got an airstrip at all, you know, hazardous air fell twice. Already buzzed the tower twice. Stumbled on to the tarmac with one eye open wide. Ground crews laughing at me. Cap, you sure you wanna fly? I said, listen here, my friends, I'm a professional guy. Then tripped over a chalk block and pretended I meant to slide. Checklist in my left hand, donut in my right. Co-pilot whispers, Captain, this is gonna be a flight. I grin and say, relax kid, I've done this once or twice. Then spill my coffee on the throttle, yeah, that wasn't nice. Towers already sighing, they know my reputation. But hey, at least I bring some jazz to aviation. Oh, the captain forgot his coffee again, and now the whole flight's riding on pure adrenaline. We're swinging through the sky with questionable zen, cause the captain forgot his coffee again. Passengers are boarding, one guy's taking pics, another's got a carry-on the size of a house brick. Flight attendant smiling, but her patience is thin. She says, Captain, if they ask for peanuts early, I'm quitting again. I nod like a leader, confident and bold, then realize I left my sunglasses in the cold. Co-pilot says, Cap, you good? I say, absolutely, son, while pressing every button except the correct one. Engines start rumbling like a trombone out of tune, but we're committed now, we're taking off soon. Oh, the captain forgot his coffee again, and now pilots riding on pure adrenaline. We're swinging through the sky with questionable zen. 'Cause the captain forgot his coffee again.
This song goes out to Kenius.
When the seatbelt sign dings.
You're always drinking coffee.
Saxophone squeal when turbulence swings. Give me that bass line thump when the lav cue grows. And the drummer hits a rim shot every time I hit the wrong switch. Who knows? ATC says, Captain, confirm your heading, please. I say, stand by tower. I'm negotiating with my knees. Autopilot's judging me. The airplane's judging too. Even the clouds are looking down like, man, what's wrong with you? Landing lights ahead, runway looking fine. Co-pilot says, Captain, you sure that center line's mine? I say, kid, relax, I've got this under control. Then bounce the landing like a basketball with soul. Passengers clap anyway, they always do. Even though we touch down like a kangaroo, I tip my hat, say thanks folks, glad you enjoyed the ride. While the flight attendant mutters, I'm transferring to the other side. Oh, the captain forgot his coffee again, but we made it to the gate. That's a win for the win. We're swinging through the sky with chaotic zen. 'Cause the captain forgot his coffee again. So if you see me yawning on the runway at dawn, just hand me a cup before the engines turn on. 'Cause a pilot without caffeine is a dangerous friend. And that's why the captain forgot his coffee again.
Just ready for some Journey. Journey style.
Out on the edge of the morning light, where the sky breaks open and the world feels right. There's a hum in the metal and a spark in the air, a fire in the heart of a pilot who dares. Every crate in the hole, every mile on the chart is a promise delivered with a brave man's heart. And the engines sing louder as the runway unwinds, 'cause the sky always calls to the boldest minds. And when the clouds start rising high, I feel the thunder in my soul. I spread my wings across the sky and let the daylight take control. I'm flying on the wings of the hazardous line, where the storms can break, but the sun still shines. Every heartbeat pounding like
the night falls down and the world grows cold, I still hear that sound, a story yet untold. The sky calls out my name like a beacon in the dark, and I rise again in flame with a fire in my I'm flying on the wings of the hazardous line, where the storms can break, but the sun still shines. Every heartbeat pounding like a drum inside. I was born to rise, born to climb. Yeah, I'm running every mile on a mission divine, riding high on the wings of
Sorry if it buffers or looks like crap. OBS is doing something. I don't know. I gotta turn that off.
of the hazardous
See what music's next. Ah, some BB King style.
I wake up to the headlines, another city burning down. Everybody's shouting vengeance, nobody hear a lonely sound. People drawing lines in the dirt, trying to claim what ain't theirs. But all I see is broken mothers and children saying silent prayers. Then I climb up in that cockpit, lay my troubles on the wing. Lord, the earth keeps crying underneath me, but the heavens still can't sing. 'Cause the only peace I know is 10,000 feet above, far away from hate and sirens, floating in a sea of love. This whole world keeps on fighting, everybody losing sleep. But when those engines start humming, that's the only time my soul gets peace. I seen flags wave like thunder, heard politicians talk so proud. But pain don't care what language, and grief don't bow to crowds. Down here folks keep on breaking, trying to carry stones too long. But up there in the midnight blue, even the broken feel strong. I bank into the moonlight, stars spread out like a gospel choir. And for a little while, Lord, this old heart don't feel so tired. 'Cause the only peace I know is 10,000 feet above, far away from hate and sirens, floating in a sea of love. This whole world keeps on fighting, shine silver through the pain. So if you hear me in the distance, crossing through the evening light, I ain't running from this world, child, just trying to survive the night. And until this world stops bleeding, until mankind learns release, you'll find me somewhere in the heavens, chasing one more moment of peace. Yeah, the only peace I know is way up in that endless blue, where the war can't reach my spirit, and the sky still feels true. This whole world keeps on fighting, but above it I can breathe. Lord, when I'm flying through the darkness, that's the only peace I need. Sunrise glow, king air humming with the neon flow. Boots on, metal cargo, strap tight, tape saturated, engines warming up for the night. Analog arcs flicker like a desert sign. Guitar harmonics ringing on the dotted line. I throttle up slow with the country grin, cause every crate I haul's got a story within. Side chain pumping with the heartbeat thump. Gate and snare cracking like a tailgate bump. Brass stabs hit as the wheels lift free. Quiet hits rising like a prophecy. I'm on the skyline, freight line, running cargo through the nighttime. From the red dirt fields to the neon shine. I'm a midnight move on the airline line with the sub-bass glide and a breakbeat mind. I'm flying every load till the stars align. Clouds rolled open like a movie scene. Cinematic lift in a glowing green. Autopilot steady with the retro sway. Boom bap drum swinging in the country way. Take piss whispers through the radio call. Crosswind coming, better watch that stall. But I'm cool in the pocket with a pilot's pride. Every crate in the back on a long haul ride. Side chain breathing like a living thing. High hat swinging with a back porch ring. Brass stabs echo in the cabin air. Choir hit shimmer like a southern prayer. I'm on the skyline, freight line, running cargo through the nighttime. From the red dirt fields to the neon shine. I'm a midnight mover on the airline line with the sub-bass glide and a breakbeat mind. I'm flying every load till the stars align. Silence hits, engines hum alone. A single guitar harmonic, like a dial tone. And the synths swell up, like a rising storm. engines rise, orange glow burning in the desert skies.
Not too far away now.
In the midnight hole, flying through a world.
Appreciate everybody tuning in, hitting that like, subscribe if you haven't. Definitely helps me out. Got a little problem with my OBS, so hopefully my later streams will get better and better over time. We'll see.
I'm on a neon cargo run through the night till the rising sun, with the runway lights behind me and the retro skies to get
At least got my webcam going the way I want it.
till the job is done on this
That took some tinkering.
cargo run. Moonlight is the wings in a glowing line, radio static with an 80s shine. Desert winds whisper through the turbine spin. Another load delivered, then I'm up again. Analog dreams in a digital night, moving every shipment by electric flight. From coast to coast under glowing stars, I'm hauling all the world in this retro car. I'm on a neon cargo run through the night to the rising sun, with the runway lights behind me and the retro skies to guide me. Yeah, I'm flying till the job is done on this neon cargo run. Soft heads drift like a memory, prop lights flash in harmony. Every crate, every mile, every glowing turn. I'm alive on the neon cargo run. I'm on a neon cargo run through the night to the rising sun, with the engine singing softly and the skyline far behind me. Yeah, I'm flying till the job is done on this neon cargo run. City knows is rumbling like a storm beneath my feet. Screens are glowing warnings in a world that's lost its beat. Sirens paint the alleys with a restless neon glow, and the chaos in the headlines feels like thunder set to blow. I slip into the cockpit where the hum feels warm and true. Tape saturated memories drift soft in shades of blue. The runway lights are flickering like a path not designed, and the moment we'll start rolling, all the madness falls behind. 'Cause altitude is the only quiet left, where the noise below can't steal my breath. With the clouds like silver blankets holding back the world's unrest, I find peace in every mile above the mess. The analog arcs are shimmering like stars across the dash, and the sub-bass glides beneath me like a comet streaking past. Breakbeat fills a rumbling like a heartbeat in feels so full.
Sidechain pulses gently like the sky is breathing slow. Choir hits the horizon where the midnight currents flow. The world below is spinning in a tangle of its own, but the heavens hold a silence that I claim is mine alone. 'Cause altitude is the only quiet left, where the wild world fades and the soul resets, with the engine humming softly like a promise never kept. I find truth in every moment I ascend. A hush falls through the cabin like the night forgot to breathe, and the stars draw constellations only wanderers believe. Every mile above the madness feels like time begins to heal, and the sky becomes a refuge for the things I need to feel.
All right, decreasing to 5,000 for our turn to approach.
And the clouds drift open gently like a curtain in the glow.
Almost there.
Below is waking with its noise and tangled strain, but the peace I found in heaven lingers long after I land again. 'Cause altitude is the only quiet left, where the heart feels light and the mind finds rest, with the sky laid out before me like a promise kept in jest. I touch calm in every moment I ascend.
Thought it'd be a bit more mountainous around here, but I guess not. I don't know why I thought Argentina would be more mountainous than this. There's mountains in Argentina, right? I mean, I swear there are. I mean, am I crazy? What's going on here?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear that engine start to moan, that sweet mechanical saxophone. Tonight we're riding the clouds above, powered by jazz and aviation love. Sunrise burning on the tarmac bright, chrome wings glowing in the morning light. Pilot swings his coat and climbs inside, ready for another high-flying ride. Ground crew dancing to the propeller beat, rubber tires bouncing on the concrete. Tower calls with a crackling tone, you're cleared to fly, now bring it on home. Runway rhythm, skyway song, once you start flying you can't stay gone. Clouds keep swaying to the engine hum, and your heart goes racing like a big bass drum. Oh, way up high we roam, the whole white sky starts feeling like home. From the first big climb to the last touchdown, a flying soul never stays earthbound. Jet stream jumping with a syncopated glide, moonlight shimmers on the fuselage side. Passengers sleeping while the stars drift slow, and the captain swings where the cold winds blow. Over oceans black as a vinyl groove, that silver bird keeps making its move. Every blinking light and every radio tone feels like music all its own. Skittle-lip-up. Wow! Drummer goes nuts on There's a freedom in the midnight air. No roads, no rails, no worries there. Just endless blue and a motor's tune, dancing softly with the moon. Runway rhythm, let it fly, jazz and thunder in the open sky. Every takeoff feels brand new, like the world gets bigger when you push on through. Sing it loud from wing to wing, let the heavens hear the big band swing. And when the daylight starts to bloom, you'll be chasing skies again real soon. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the rhythm of flight. We boarded nice and early with our coffees in hand, expecting peaceful
This is a silly
skies
song,
smooth
everybody.
trail across the land.
It's a good one. It's pretty funny.
Showed sunsets, legroom, and a smile. But the moment we sat down, we knew we'd be here a while. Captain comes on the speaker with a voice full of cheer, but mispronounces the city we're supposedly going near. Then the plane starts shaking before we even push back, and someone whispers, "Oh no, we're on that flight, Jack." The engines cough twice like they're clearing their throat, and the guy next to me says, "Buddy, I should have taken a boat. This wasn't in the brochure, no sir, not at all. It did mention chaos or the captain's southern drawl. We're swinging through the sky with a horn section roar, and thinking next vacation we're driving for sure." The seatbelt sign dings like a jazz cymbal hit, but the captain says, turbulence, we'll manage it. The plane drops 20 feet, we all levitate, and the flight attendant sprints by yelling, "Everything's great." The guy in 14C is clutching his phone, trying to update his will in a panic tone. A kid kicks my seat like he's tapping out a beat, and the snack cart hits turbulence and sprays half the fleet. The airplane groans loudly like it's begging for rest, and someone shouts, "Is this normal?" The answer is not yes. This wasn't in the brochure, no sir, not at all. It did mention chaos or the captain's southern drawl. We're swinging through the sky with a horn section roar, and thinking next vacation we're driving for sure. Give me that trumpet blast when the captain says, "Oops." Give me that saxophone squeal when the plane suddenly loops. Give me that bass line thump when the landing gear groans, and the drummer hits a crash when the captain drops his phone. ATC says, "Maintain heading." He says, "We'll try our best," and the whole cabin collectively fails a cardiac stress test. We're holding on to armrests like they're life preservers, while the co-pilot whispers, "Man, I don't get paid enough for this service." Final approach feels like a carnival ride. We're tilting left, then right, then upside-ish side. The runway appears, then disappears, then comes back again. and someone starts confessing their sins right there in 10A. We bounce down the runway like a jazz drum roll. Captain says nailed it with unearned control. We taxi in sideways, sideways to the gate. And the whole cabin claps like we just cheated fate. This wasn't in the brochure, no sir, not at all. It didn't mention chaos or the captain's southern drawl. We're swinging through the sky with a horn section roar. And next time we travel, we're driving for sure. So if you see us smiling as we exit the plane, just know it's relief, not joy. We survived the campaign. 'Cause flying with this crew is a high-stakes tour, and none of this nonsense was in the brochure.
Some more Journey coming at you. Journey style.
There's a whisper in the morning wind, calling out like an old best friend. I can feel the world beneath my feet, but the sky keeps pulling me to where dreams meet. Every crate in the hold, every mile ahead,
Almost there.
story waiting to be lived instead. And the sun breaks through with a golden fire, lighting up the path of a heart's desire. And when the shadows try to hold me down, I rise above the noise, above the ground. There's a spark inside that never fades, a flame that every sunrise made. I'm running down the runway to the rising light, where the world grows small and the heart grows bright. Every breath I take, I feel the fire ignite. On the runway to the rising light. Yeah, I'm climbing through the clouds with the future inside. On the runway to the rising light. There's a rhythm in the turning gears, a steady beat that silences the fears. Every takeoff feels like a brand new start, a second chance for a restless heart. Mountains glow in the early haze, casting shadows from the glory days. But I'm not the one who looks behind. I chase the winds that redefine. And when the storm tries to steal my way, I hold the line and greet the day. picture inside on the runway. To the rising light on the runway. To the rising light.
I will be landing shortly.
Well, I rode out on the tarmac, sun beating down on my back. Got a load bound for the mountains, ain't no time for looking back. Engines growling like a wildcat, ready to jump off the track. Radio crackling warnings, storms coming in from the west. But I ain't scared of no thunder, I've flown through worse than the rest. When that freight line calls my number, I put my courage to the test. 'Cause I'm riding that freight line, Texas thunder, flying high where the brave ones wander. Got a fire in my soul and a storm to outrun. Pushing this bird through the wind like a loaded gun. Yeah, I'm riding that freight line, Texas thunder, till the job gets done. 30,000 feet and climbing, skies turning black as coal, lightning flashing like a spotlight, but I'm steady in control. Ain't no storm gonna shake me when I'm locked into my road. Cargo humming in the cabin, wings cutting clean through the rain. Every mile feels like a battle, but I'm winning just the same. Ain't no blues like the sky blues when you're flying through the pain. I'm riding that freight line, Texas thunder, flying high where the brave ones wander. Got a fire in my soul and a storm to outrun. Pushing this bird through the wind like a loaded gun. Yeah, I'm riding that freight line, Texas thunder, till the job gets done. When the night gets cold and the sky turns mean, I dig down deep in that place unseen. 'Cause a pilot with a purpose ain't afraid of the fight. He just leans on the throttle and tears through the night.
We made it. Smooth landing. Good.
Got a fire in my soul and a storm to outrun. Pushing this bird through the wind like a loaded gun. Yeah, I'm riding that freight line, Texas thunder, till the job gets done. Texas thunder on the run. Well, the sun ain't even rising, but I'm already on that line. Got a belly full of freight now, and a deadline on my mind. Yeah, this bird is built for flying, and today she's flying fine. Wheels rolling down the runway, wine kicking up that dust. Storms brewing on the radar, but I fly because I must. When the sky starts getting angry, I just trust the steel I trust. I'm doing that sky haul and shuffle, flying freight through the blue. Got a straight in my soul and a storm to cut through. Yeah, I'm doing that sky haul and shuffle. Ain't nothing I can't do. When the clouds get rough, I get tougher. That's the sky hauling groove. 30,000 feet and climbing, engine singing like a band, lightning flashing on the wingtip, but I hold a steady hand. Ain't no blues like sky blues when you're flying over land. Cargo humming in the cabin like a bass line keeping time. Every mile another story, every climb another climb, but I ain't afraid of nothing. When that throttle's feeling prime, I'm doing that sky haul and shuffle,
We made it.
flying freight through the blue. Got a straight in my soul and a storm to cut through. Yeah, I'm doing that sky haul and shuffle. Ain't nothing I can't do. When the clouds get rough, I get tougher. That's the sky hauling groove. When the night gets cold and the winds start to bite, I dig down deep for that Texas fight. 'Cause a pilot with a purpose.
All right. Well, that was a success.
He just leans
Good flight.
on the fire and keeps
3 hours. That was about right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody tuning in, hitting that like and subscribe as always. Definitely helps me out. We'll be back in another day or two for another long flight. We'll see where we go from and to. Like I said, I just upgraded to the Premium Deluxe Edition, so I got a bunch more planes and stuff to fly. So it should be pretty good. Again, thanks y'all for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.
There's fire on the skyline where the daylight used to rise, and the news keeps spilling sorrow till it fills 1,000 eyes. Every headline feels like thunder, shaking windows in my chest, and the world keeps losing pieces that it never can replace. I hear children asking questions no child should ever say, while their parents hide the heartache just to make it through the day. Every street feels heavy